Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone's well and had a good week. So I have some happy mail to show you in today's video and also my £25 cash stuff. So I'll show you the happy mail first. Just move Miss Piggy Penny out the way. So I got two different desk pads from Lily Rain Designs. So I'm just going to go through this one first. So the first one I got is this. It's Giving Productive. I really like this. I like that it started at 6 o'clock for the schedule. A lot of these kind of productivity notepads don't start till 8, so I like that it started at 6. It's also got the schedule and to-do list, which I like, so if you've got appointments and then you can write things that you need to do. Here it's got about your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. So I like this because I will be starting to count calories, which I find is the best way for me to lose weight. It's got a section for notes, and I also loved here it's got some daily self-care as well. So I will be starting to take multivits from tomorrow, so that's some kind of daily self-care, but I also want to do extra things as well. So each day I want to do something, either do a face mask or listen to one of my favourite songs, watch a favourite film, things like that. So I want to do something every day for self-care, which brings me on to my 2025 bingo card. So I mentioned in my last video I was going to do my 2025 dream board. So I did my 2025 dream board, and then I came across something called a bingo card, which you may have heard of because it is quite popular at the moment, which I've not done before and I hadn't heard of before. So your bingo card is things that you would like to achieve in the year, but they're more specific goals written down, which I actually find a little bit more helpful rather than the dream board where it's pictures, you're visualizing, it's long-term life goals. These are specific goals you want to achieve in the year written down. So I had a go at this bingo card. So these are just things that came to my mind straight away. There are other things that I would like to do, but these are just things that came to my mind when I was filling this in. So I'll just go through this with you as well, because these will be goals that I am saving for throughout the year as well. And hopefully I'll get all this done by the end of this year. So the first one was to get a new iPhone and an iPhone 16 case, which I've got both of. Next one is to get a new passport. If you've watched my videos, you will know that my passport has expired, so I definitely need to get a new one done this year. As I was thinking about holidays, I then thought about going abroad on holiday. You may have seen these extreme day trip things. I would love to go on one of those. Me and my friend are in talks at the moment about planning one. But say, for example, if you was going to somewhere like Barcelona, you'd have an early flight in the morning, get there for say 10 in the morning into Barcelona, have the whole day there, sightsee, have your tapas, your sangria, maybe visit the beach nearby, then get your flight back home late in the evening. So it's kind of like an extreme day holiday. Would love to do one of those. I've also got here Visit London with Kat, which is my friend I went to London with last year. So we still wanted to go back and do the Gunpowder Plot experience, have a good look around the Tower of London because we didn't have much time, and maybe stay over, maybe do a show or go for a nice meal out in London, something like that. So that is on there as well, which then brought me on to Frozen the musical, because I did want to go and see this in London, but I didn't get round to. But that is going to be on Disney Plus at some point. So I'm going to make sure I watch that on Disney Plus. It's the Frozen musical they're showing. Then I've got here in the corner, Visit Buxton Once. My good friend Harley lives in Buxton. I went to uni with her. She still lives in Buxton. I try and go back to Buxton at least once a year to see her, catch up. So that's Visit Buxton Once. Visit Bakewell and try Bakewell Tart. Again, this is going to be something I do with Harley. We are talking about planning that at some point this year. Do one thing off all my dream boards. The dream boards I've had for years. I started my first one in 2019, so I would like to tick one thing off each dream board at least this year, including my 2025 one. Have a Japanese head treatment. So if you didn't know, I work as a head spa therapist. You may have seen like the Japanese head spa treatments all over Instagram, TikTok. So I work in one of those places. I've never actually had the treatment done though, so I don't know how it feels. I did message my manager to say how much would it be for me to book in to have one, to see how it feels. And she's actually put a training day on on the 3rd of Feb, where all 4 of us are going to go in and just do the treatments on each other. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that will be ticked off on the 3rd. Then I've got complete one of my scratch offs. I've got loads and loads of scratch off like bucket list posters. So I even got a 100 Christmas films one this year for Christmas. So I want to at least try and complete one of those. Read one book. Again, I've got loads and loads of books just sat under my bed that I've not touched. So I would like to read one book, do one course. So this is going to be related to anything. It could be related to spa, beauty. It could be related to, I would love to do the British Sign Language course, the GCSE course, even if it means going back to college. I would love to do that. I did learn like basic sign language when I was very, very, very young. One of my nursery or reception school teachers was actually deaf, and he taught us all how to sign, basic signs, so then we could like sign with him. So like your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, all that kind of stuff. So yes, so I would love to do the British Sign Language full GCSE and learn all the different movements and things like that as well. So then we've got go on a date. So this is something that I have neglected because I have been working and other things. So I'd love to go on a date night and just have a really nice meal, something like that. Start my YouTube channel. This has been something I've wanted to do for years. Not my cash stuffing channel, which I've already obviously started. This will be have been going for 2 years in February, but start my own personal one. Start Instagram. Again, it's something that I've always wanted to start it, but I'm never consistent with posting. I just find that I don't have time, and then I don't know what to post, when to post, all that kind of stuff. Start a vlog, very similar to the other two. Spa day in Buxton C, which is Buxton Crescent. So that's the Buxton Crescent Hotel. And that's where me and my friend Harley went for the Buxton Crescent experience to learn all about the history. They actually have a pool in the hotel as part of the spa, which is just full of Buxton mineral water, thermal Buxton mineral water. So I would love to go and have a spa day there as well. Start a side hustle. As we know, everything's costs money, so I would love to start a side hustle just to bring a little bit more money in. Something that I enjoy though. I don't want it to be like a chore side hustle. I want it to be something that I enjoy as a side hustle. Then I want to start a new hobby. So I was thinking possibly maybe starting something like scrapbooking, because I do have loads and loads and loads of pictures. So I could maybe print those out, put them in some kind of scrapbook albums of different years, things like that. So possibly that might be a new hobby that I want to start. Watch the Eras Tour. So I noticed on Disney Plus that Taylor Swift's Eras Tour's on there. I was going to go with one of my friends to watch the tour thing at the cinema, but we didn't end up going. So because that's on Disney Plus, I've put that on there because I do want to watch that as well. Visit Blackpool and the Illuminations. I've not done that for a few years now, and I would love to go back and do that. 13th Dad to-dos. So I made a list last year of loads of things to do to kind of remember my dad on the 13th of every month. I managed to do quite a few of them, but not all of them. One of the ones was to go to the Etihad Stadium, which is the Manchester City ground, and have a look around, do the tour, all that kind of stuff. So I would love to try and do that this year as well. Start my LRS newsletters. So this is something that I started in lockdown, and it was to celebrate the different international, national and world days. And I really got into it because you learn something new about lots of different things, which I really enjoy. So I want to start that up again as well. Spend time on self-care daily, which brings us back to the Deskpad Notepad, and then start a work from home job. So yeah, I put that on there because it was, I think it must have been really cold that day, and I thought I just want to stay at home. So yeah, I put work from home job on there. So that could be anything really, but yeah, we'll see if that happens or not. That could be maybe something to do with a side hustle or a new hobby or anything like that. So yeah, that's my 2025 bingo card. I've already highlighted the new iPhone and iPhone 16 case, which I already have. So yeah, I definitely feel like if you struggle with setting goals or achieving goals, maybe a bingo card is the best option rather than a dream board, because it's written down. And some of these things, because they're written down, I'm already kind of looking into them, working towards achieving them, things like that. So definitely recommend a bingo card. So I'll pop that back in there. So yeah, that is if it'll fit. Actually, I'll wait till the end and put it in so I don't screw it all up. So that was the It's Giving Productive from Lily Rain Designs. I love this. It's A5 size though, so if it was A4 it would have been perfect, but I'll see how I get on with A5 because my writing is quite big. So that is that one. And then lastly, I got the Budgeting Queen one as well. So I thought this is ideal because I can do this to set out my budget for each month or each week. So you've got the different months at the top here. I always start with £1,000 for my monthly emergency fund income. You can put here kind of monthly spends. So that will be things like I put £25 in a month for emergency fund, £25 for premium bonds, those kind of things as well. Then we also have the week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. I'm not actually doing a week 5. So what I've decided to do is, instead of doing this as a week 5, using this to write down if I take any money from any of the wallets in the binder, and then write down what I've spent, because I've got no other way of tracking what I'm taking out of the binder. So I'm going to use that for the week 5. And then these ones here work out perfectly because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, and I cashed off in £5 denominations, £25. So it means that each of those I can write down where I'm putting the 5 and how much I'm saving, and then the total as well. And then here I can total all the savings and then what I've saved in the month as well down here. So yeah, I thought I'm going to adapt this to how I do my cash stuffing and budgeting, but I think it will work really well for me as well. So I'm loving that. I will fill this in after the video and get this all caught up, ready for next week. So that is those two things. So next thing I'm going to move on to is the actual cash stuffing. Oh, let's bring Miss Piggy Penny back. Is the actual cash stuffing. I feel like I'm really far away. It's really, sorry, not far away, close up for some reason today, but we'll go with it. So first thing I will do is I will go through, so I've got my £25. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I've got my £25 to cash stuff as usual. So as like last time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the front to the back and put the money in. I do know where the money is going to go, so I will make a start. So first one is annual events. So I'm going to put £5 in here. £5 in here. I did realise last time I forgot to colour the snowman's nose in, so I'll do the noses first, and then I will do, get my Sharpies. The downside to colouring in is you never know what colours you've used. Which colour orange did I use? I have no idea. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, is it this one? Yeah, that one. So colour the nose and colour the nose in that one. And then it was a red hat and the blue scarf. So let's do, if you can see on here, the blue scarf. So it means that I've only got £5 to go in here, and then that is the January section completed. So I mentioned what I was going to do is I was going to save this money to go towards 2026. So I will still be doing that, but in a slightly different way. So what I've been doing in the past is at the end of the year, I've been emptying my binder, taking all the money back to the bank and then starting from scratch. But I'm not going to do that going into 2026. I'm going to leave all the money in the binder to roll over, because I find that when you've not got money in your envelopes at the start of January, you're kind of struggling and you need to dip into other things like emergency fund, that kind of stuff. Whereas if I just left the money in here, I could just take it from an envelope. So I'm just going to leave the money to roll over. So once this has the £25 in this January section, I will reallocate it in next week's video, and the money will go back into the binder. and it'll go into different sections, different envelopes in the binder. And like I said, at the end of the year, the money will just stay in the envelopes. I won't be emptying and then taking anything back to the bank. It will just all stay in here to roll over, because that to me makes more sense rather than struggling at the start of January, because I've not got any money in my cash envelopes. So yeah. So that is another snowman done. So yeah, we've only got £5 more to go in there. And then, like I said, next week, once I put that £5 in, I will do the reallocation as well. So we've got 10, 15, 20 in there. That's right. So £20 into annual events. I'll sort that out, make that all straight off camera. Next thing is bucket list. So bucket list has changed slightly. So I will be filling this in for my 40 before 40 bucket list, and any other bucket list, scratch off posters, things like that as well. Because what I have decided, very excitingly, is that the £40 a month that I'm putting in here, that was to go towards my 40 before 40, is actually going to be used to go to a big 40th birthday holiday. So I do like to go on holiday for my birthday. So for my 25th, I went to New York. My 30th, I went to Dubai. 35th, unfortunately, we were in one of the lockdowns, so I didn't get to go anywhere. So I've decided for my 40th, I would love to go again on a big birthday holiday and maybe go to 2 places, because I didn't get to go to one on my 35th. So yeah, that is what this money is going to go towards now, saving up for a big birthday holiday. So it means that I need something to save up for the 40 before 40 list, which is where this bucket list savings challenge comes in. So I am going to start by putting £5 in here. I think we'll go for a bright green carriage. See how this looks. Yeah, that looks nice. Hope you can see what I'm colouring on here. I'll hold it up in a second as well. So yeah, I thought it makes more sense to use that money to save up for a holiday. I'm putting £40 in each month, and I do have a while to save up for my 40th. So I'm hoping that that combined maybe with using some money from other envelopes will get me on a nice big birthday holiday. I'm trying to think where I would like to go. Possibly Australia and maybe Bali at the same time, because they're quite close together. But yeah, we'll see where we get to. So that is going for £5 going into a bucket list. Just give that a good shake, because there's a lot of colouring on there. And I'll put this, give it another good waft. You don't know how long these Sharpies take to dry on here, do you? Right, that should be okay. I'm going to put the £5 in front as well, so it doesn't stain the envelope. So that's the first 5 gone into bucket list as well, which is great. Next thing is, so I'm going to skip emergency. I've not managed to put the £1,000 holder in here yet, because I'm still working towards getting that back up to 1,000. Then we have family and friends isn't getting anything. Health and wellness. Holidays is now going to get 5 in. As I've mentioned, lots of exciting plans for different kinds of holidays and getaways and trips and things. So that's going to get £5 in there as well. So that's the first 5. Is it straight? Yeah, I think so. That's the first 5 into holidays as well. House isn't getting anything at the moment. Investments, nothing. Life events. So this is the other one that I am going to put £5 into. So again, life events could be to go towards my 40th, or it could be to go towards anything life related. I don't know how I'm going to colour these in. I think I'm just going to colour this one blue. Have I got a blue? Yeah. And then just see how it looks being coloured in blue. Yeah, that looks fine. I don't want to spend all day colouring all the little sections on here. So yeah, I'll colour that blue for now, and then the one after I might do like a pinky purple, and then the last one maybe an orange or a green. So yeah, that is the first £5 gone into life events as well. So I'm happy about that. So that's £5 gone into here. Again, make sure the 5 is in front so it doesn't stay in the wallet. So £5 into life events, and it leaves me with £5. So what I have decided to do is I'm going to skip life goals, living expenses, personal expenses, retirement and self-care and special occasions. And you'll see here there's a new wallet here as well. So you'll remember if you watched my 2025 setup video that I actually wanted to complete the 150 envelope challenge, and it's something that I've been putting off because I only cashed off a small amount each week. So I thought there's no way that I'm going to be able to complete that challenge. But I watched Essex Cashstuffin's 100 envelope unstuffing, and it really inspired me just to start saving. So even if I can only put a small amount of money in whenever I can, I think she stuffed 5, 10s and 20s. So, and she managed to save an amazing amount of money. So it inspired me just to start, even if I can only put £5 in now and then. So that is what I'm going to do. So this is going towards now my 150 envelope challenge. So the first 5's going in today. The plan for this is to get this up to £150. When that's at 150, then I will take that to the bank. I'll maybe open up a pot on my Chase account just for the 150 envelope challenge, and then that 150 will go straight into there. Then once that's been done, I'll then start saving for 149 and work my way backwards. Because I'm not going to have any coins in here, what I will do is I'll save 145, and then the next few pounds I will take either from my purse or from my bank buffer, and that way I don't need to have any coins in here ruining these vellum envelopes, anything like that. So yeah, I've got a plan and it has been started today. So yeah, really happy with that. So yeah, that is my video for today. So it means now that in the 3rd week of January, so the 3rd cash stuffing, I have some money in every single envelope in this binder, which makes me so happy that this, that's a bit skewy, so there's something in every wallet. And that I've also started my 150 envelope challenge, that I've started to save for my big 40th birthday holiday, and then that I now have my bingo card of things that goals I want to achieve this year as well. So yeah, looking at this binder just makes me so happy and so excited for the future. So if you haven't started cash stuffing, I would definitely recommend to do so. It definitely changes your perspective on saving, for now and for the future. And also I would definitely recommend looking into a bingo card for the year as well. So that is my video for today. I will see you again next Sunday for another video where I will be doing my reallocation, my cash stuff and anything else that comes up as well. So I'll see you then. Bye.